Hi everyone, it's Phoenix Vice Mayor Yasemin Ansari, and here is our 2023 year in review. Our first council meeting began by securing $5.3 million for refugee and immigrant services, $17 million for affordable housing, and we allocated $230 million in green transit contracts to buy our very first electric and hybrid city buses. Two regional wins: we announced a $130 million retail and entertainment center in Laveen that residents have been asking for, and I commissioned the first and only Women Life Freedom mural in Arizona. From February to March, we worked to ban source of income discrimination in the city of Phoenix, and I focused on expanding bus service in the Estrella Village, which helped 15,000 residents gain access to public transit. In April, we made Indigenous Peoples Day a paid city holiday, and I partnered with District 8 to dedicate a downtown bike route after the late Hans Hughes. We have a lot more to do to ensure that everyone who bikes in Phoenix feels safe doing so. This summer, I focused on two issues: delivering the adequate, cool spaces for our neighbors without shelter and getting people into safe housing. Our city's version of a natural disaster, extreme heat, needs to be addressed with the urgency that it demands. So I did the following. First, I wrote a letter to HUD asking that we get more Section 8 housing choice vouchers. Phoenix is now the 5th largest city in the country, and we need investments that reflect that. Second, I supported humane outreach engagements by the zone, where about 800 people were living in tents. As of November of this year, 69% of engaged residents are still in shelter, and 7% are in permanent housing. Third, I brought back the Community Heat Relief Grant Program that my team helped create and distributed over $450,000 to local nonprofits. And finally, we reached our 100-mile cool pavement goal and secured $10 million in federal grants for more trees. July means new budget. This year, we focused on delivering much-needed raises to City of Phoenix employees, so from water to fire to parks and police and everyone in between. Across the country, strikes and union negotiating led to better benefits and an empowered workforce, a workforce that is proud to deliver top-notch services to over 1.6 million residents. As we reach the end of the heat season, Maricopa County confirmed 579 heat-related deaths in the valley, a 50% jump from 2022. We know that about 45% of those deaths happened on Phoenix streets, and many involved substance abuse. Opioid overdose prevention is critical to reversing these alarming statistics. It's why I was proud to support Phoenix deploying free NARCAN to all 17 of our public libraries. Education needs to start at home and with our youngest. September brought great housing news. I helped to spearhead the effort to make accessory dwelling units, or backyard casitas, legal once again throughout all of Phoenix. This is low-hanging policy that will help Phoenix build itself out of a housing crisis and help create generational wealth for many homeowners. October and November, we focused on getting out the vote for the historic $500 million GO Bond program. I worked to secure over $113 million for District 7. Some big ones: a $23.8 million long overdue regional park and library for the Estrella Village, a $21 million Latino cultural center, $23 million for land acquisition along the Rio Salado to kickstart a catalyst project in South Phoenix. This program includes building new fire stations, safer streets, senior centers, and so much more. We also opened the Safe Outdoor Space, a gated and secure lot by 15th Avenue in Jackson, where folks can safely camp while they get connected to services, showers, meals, and more permanent shelter. I worked with the surrounding neighborhood to stipulate that this lot only holds 300 individuals at max capacity. Currently, there are about 50. It includes a 7-member community advisory board, has a phase-out plan leading up to its final year of permitted use in 2026. The reality is, we need to stop concentrating shelters in our downtown core and get them to other parts of the city. Every year, my office focuses on reaching different neighborhoods and proving how accessible and accountable city council offices are through cultural events like Nowruz, resource fairs, and mobile office hours. This year alone, we opened and closed about 510 constituent cases. We hosted 8,000 unique individuals at D7 events. And we continued helping local Block Watch and nonprofit groups grow to help us address today's challenges together. And finally, here are some things to know in 2024. My term as vice mayor ends in January. This is an annual position voted on by the Phoenix City Council. Redistricting is complete and new district boundaries will be official. You can visit Find My Council District on the Phoenix.gov site to see if you're still in D7. Policies I'm championing: we're working on a worker heat safety ordinance, opening a new 200-bed shelter, and facilitating conversations about what community safety means at our parks and our village cores. We're also making sure many of our successful programs stay funded through budget talks. Thanks again for watching, and here's the team that makes it all happen. Engage our office and let's continue to build a stronger, more sustainable, and equitable Phoenix.